Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, says the problem of metering for electricity consumers in the country will soon be solved. He made the comments at a monthly meeting of players in the power sector in Adamawa State.
Across the northeast, a lot of destruction is visible. No thanks to the attacks by Boko Haram, one of the infrastructures affected by the insurgency is electricity. But it seems there's good news for the people as a new mobile power substation is commissioned at Adamawa in Adamawa State. It did not only end in the installation of transmission substation. Stakeholders from the power sector across the country converged on this hall in Yola, Adamawa State, to discuss the successes, challenges and the way forward for the sector.
And for me,
the Minister of Power, Works and Housing highlights the progress made so far. He informs the audience that the federal government is working to deliver a stable and sustainable power to all Nigerians.
Against the odds, in spite of conflict, change means that incremental power can be delivered against the odds. Almost all these local governments are now getting between 18 to 20 megawatts of power daily. And we must commend the Kaduna franchise too, and everybody else.
We are putting 150 MVA substation, that is a 330 kV substation at Bauchi. We are putting one in Jalingo, we are putting one in Mayabelwa, and we are also expanding the capacity of Yola, we are expanding the capacity of Gombe. We are also working hard to complete Damaturu and Meduguri. Meduguri will be completed end of this month. We are working towards achieving 9,000 megawatts before the end of this year.
As the federal government intensifies plans to rehabilitate the northeast, the region may just be looking forward to brighter days.
Finally, in agriculture, entrepreneurs from the physically challenged community in Edo State are confident of improving their contribution to the state's economic growth if they get assistance. They made the appeal to the Commissioner for Wealth Creation during his visit to farms and other work areas being handled by the special entrepreneurs.
Unemployable and pathetic. Common conclusions reached concerning some physically challenged persons in Benin City, the Edo State capital. 62-year-old Jacob Igbiga would rather not fall under either of those categories. He's blind and he's a farmer.
No food. I beg today, what of tomorrow? I have to enter that bush. There we have something to eat a little. Then that is how up to now I did not give up.
This salon is a small business Blessing of Yahweh runs. Empathy for other deaf people fuels her desire to expand her services.
So seeing the deaf people outside begging is not funny at all. If I have a better place to work, I will be very happy to work. By 2 o'clock, I close from my place of work. I will come to this place. I continue my work till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I will go home.
The upholstery trade is what Solomon Umudi is into. He's learned to depend on himself over the 18 years he's been working and training others here.
So, but for me, I'm not waiting for government alone. That I'm decided to make content to make people to not look at physically challenged that we are not somebody, we are somebody that cannot able to walk.
The passion of these entrepreneurs with disability piques the interest of the Commissioner for Wealth Creation, Emmanuel Uso, moving him to visit them at work. He's sure about the next step to take.
The vision of the governor covers the entire persons that we've seen today. And in our agripreneurship program, we will be able to accommodate the visually impaired. For the hairdresser, we should be able to turn around that environment to a very lucrative environment where others can be trained who, though physically challenged, we see the best opportunity to turn their situation to money.
For this group of physically challenged entrepreneurs, empathy won't cut it if steps to improve their businesses are absent.
Very inspiring. That's where we call it a day for this edition of News Across Nigeria. Thanks for watching. I'm Olumide Mukoli.